Blood, victory, Cowboys Nation!
Welcome to today's video, where we're diving into a bold prediction that might just shock you. What if Trey Lance could be the next Lamar Jackson? Now, I know that might sound like a stretch, especially when you consider that both Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson are already established stars, while Lance is still trying to find his footing. But remember, there was a time when Dak and Lamar were just as unproven, facing doubts and questions about their future in the NFL. Despite being in his fourth year, Trey Lance is essentially still a rookie, having started only 6 games and played just 500 snaps throughout his career including high school and college. But with the right play caller and a system that plays to his strengths, Lance has the potential to follow in the footsteps of these greats and become the next superstar quarterback in the league. So, stick around as we explore how Trey Lance could transform into the NFL's next big thing. What if I told you Trey Lance could be the next Lamar Jackson? It might seem like a bold statement, especially considering that both Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson are light years ahead of Lance right now. But it's essential to remember that not too long ago, Dak and Lamar were themselves shaky and unproven rookies. They faced the same skepticism and questions about whether they could handle the pressure, adapt to the NFL, and lead a team to success. Yet, with the right development, coaching, and opportunities, they have become 2 of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league. Trey Lance, despite entering his 4th year in the NFL, is still, for all intents and purposes, a rookie. He started just 6 games in his entire career and has only taken around 500 snaps. His development was stunted by injuries and the competition around him, leaving him far behind his peers in terms of experience. But experience isn't everything. What Lance does have is raw talent, potential, and the physical tools that could allow him to follow in the footsteps of someone like Lamar Jackson, who has redefined what it means to be a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL. Lamar Jackson came into the NFL with questions about his ability to succeed as a quarterback. Many doubted his passing skills, labeling him as just another athletic quarterback who would eventually need to change positions to survive in the league. But the Baltimore Ravens took a chance on him, building their offense around his unique skill set. They brought in a play caller who understood how to maximize his strengths while minimizing his weaknesses. Jackson went from an unpolished rookie to the 2019 NFL MVP in just 2 seasons. His combination of speed, agility, and improved passing mechanics turned him into one of the most electrifying players in the league. Now, imagine Trey Lance in a similar situation. Like Jackson, Lance is an exceptional athlete. He has a cannon for an arm, the ability to make plays with his legs, and a high football IQ that just needs the right environment to blossom. But more importantly, he needs a coach and a system that believes in him and is willing to tailor their playbook to his strengths, just like the Ravens did with Jackson. If Lance can find that right fit, there's every reason to believe that he can become the next Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's success can be largely attributed to the Ravens' willingness to build their offense around him. They didn't try to force him into a traditional quarterback mold but instead adapted to his strengths. They leaned on his running ability while giving him simple, high-percentage throws to build his confidence as a passer. Over time, Jackson's passing game developed to the point where he could make all the throws required of an NFL quarterback, but this was a process, not an immediate transformation. The same approach could be taken with Lance. A creative play caller who understands how to utilize his dual-threat abilities could help Lance become the next superstar in the NFL. It's also important to consider the impact of playing time on a young quarterback's development. Jackson played extensively from the start, allowing him to grow through his mistakes and learn from game situations. Lance has yet to have that opportunity, but with consistent playing time, his learning curve could accelerate rapidly. The NFL is littered with examples of quarterbacks who needed time to develop. In 2016, Dak Prescott entered the NFL as a 4th-round pick, far from the spotlight that usually shines on top quarterback prospects. Despite being an underdog, Prescott quickly found himself thrust into the starting role for the Dallas Cowboys after a preseason injury to Tony Romo. What happened next was nothing short of remarkable. Prescott's poise under pressure, his ability to make smart decisions, and his knack for winning games quickly made him one of the league's most exciting young quarterbacks. By the end of his rookie season, Prescott had not only led the Cowboys to a 13-3 record but also earned the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award, solidifying his status as a rising star in the league. Trey Lance's journey to the NFL has been quite different from Prescott's, but there are some intriguing parallels. Like Prescott, Lance wasn't drafted with the weight of being the top pick, though he did go 3rd overall in 2021, a much higher slot than Prescott. Unlike Prescott, Lance's early career has been marred by injuries and limited playing time, leaving him with only a handful of starts under his belt as he enters his fourth season. Yet, the potential is undeniably there. Lance possesses a unique blend of athleticism and arm strength, qualities that, when harnessed properly, could make him one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league. Just as Prescott faced doubts and overcame them through on-field success, Lance has the opportunity to do the same, provided he can stay healthy and find his rhythm. One of the key factors in Dak Prescott's rapid success as a rookie was the Cowboys' offensive system, which played to his strengths. The team emphasized a strong running game with Ezekiel Elliott, a solid offensive line, and a simplified playbook that allowed Prescott to manage games effectively while gradually expanding his role as a playmaker. This blueprint could serve as a model for how the Cowboys, or any team that acquires Lance, might handle the young quarterback's development. Lance, like Prescott, has the physical tools to excel, but he'll need the right coaching and support system to unlock his full potential. With the right play caller and a system designed to maximize his strengths, Lance could find himself on a similar trajectory to Prescott, turning skepticism into belief. Another aspect of Prescott's rookie season that stands out is his ability to lead and earn the respect of his teammates despite being a rookie. Leadership is often an intangible quality that's hard to measure, but it's crucial for any quarterback. Prescott's calm demeanor, work ethic, and ability to perform in clutch situations helped him gain the trust of veterans and coaches alike. Lance, still in the early stages of his career, has the chance to develop these same leadership qualities. If he can command the huddle, make smart decisions, and show resilience in the face of adversity, Lance could follow in Prescott's footsteps and become a leader his teammates rally around. As we reflect on Dak Prescott's remarkable rookie year and the lessons it holds for Trey Lance, it's important to remember that every quarterback's journey is unique. While Prescott's rise was meteoric, Lance's path may be more gradual, but that doesn't diminish his potential. The NFL is a league of opportunity, and with the right circumstances, Lance could emerge as a top-tier quarterback, much like Prescott did. As we transition to discussing Dak's current contract situation, it's clear that the foundation he built during that rookie season has set the stage for the negotiations that now loom over his future in Dallas. As the 2024 NFL season unfolds, Dak Prescott finds himself at a pivotal crossroads in his career. After years of proving himself as one of the league's most reliable quarterbacks, rumors are swirling about his desire for a new contract. With his current deal set to expire soon, Prescott is reportedly seeking a long-term extension that reflects his value not just as a player, but as the face of the Dallas Cowboys franchise. His performance over the past few seasons, including his resilience after a devastating injury in 2020, has solidified his reputation as a top-tier quarterback, and he understandably wants to be compensated accordingly. However, the negotiations between Prescott and the Cowboys could be more complicated than expected. The NFL's salary cap constraints and the Cowboys' need to manage a roster filled with talent mean that the organization might be hesitant to meet Prescott's demands fully. If Dallas can't come to an agreement that satisfies both sides, Prescott could consider testing the free agency market, where he would undoubtedly be one of the most sought-after quarterbacks available. The prospect of Prescott leaving Dallas is unthinkable for many fans, but it's a reality that could materialize if the two sides can't find common ground. The potential departure of Dak Prescott would be a seismic shift for the Cowboys and the NFL as a whole. For Dallas, losing Prescott would mean starting over at the most critical position, potentially leading to a period of uncertainty and rebuilding. For Prescott, leaving the Cowboys could be an opportunity to join a team that offers him the contract and respect he feels he deserves, but it would also mean walking away from the legacy he's built in Dallas. As negotiations continue, the Cowboys' front office and Prescott's representatives are well aware of the high stakes involved. The next few months will be crucial in determining whether Dak Prescott remains the cornerstone of the Cowboys or embarks on a new chapter in his career. Dak Prescott's journey in Dallas offers another blueprint for Lance. Dak wasn't expected to be the starter in his rookie year, but when Tony Romo went down with an injury, Dak stepped in and never looked back. The Cowboys built their offense around his strengths, leaning on the run game and play-action passes to ease his transition to the NFL. Over time, Prescott developed into one of the most efficient passers in the league. Lance, with his dual-threat abilities, could benefit from a similar approach. Lance's time in San Francisco was marred by bad luck and a lack of consistent opportunity. He was drafted as the future of the franchise but was thrust into a competition with Jimmy Garoppolo, a veteran with a proven track record, and later lost time to injuries. This meant that his on-field development was significantly delayed, and his time to prove himself was cut short. Despite this, the potential that made him the third overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft is still there. Lance has the tools, but like any raw talent, he needs refinement. Critics will point to Lance's lack of experience as a significant hurdle, and they're not wrong. There's no substitute for game reps, and Lance will need time to adjust to the speed and complexity of NFL defenses. But if there's one thing the stories of Jackson, Prescott, and even Allen have taught us, it's that young quarterbacks can overcome their initial struggles with the right support system and mindset. Mike McCarthy has a track record of developing quarterbacks, making him well-suited to help Trey Lance reach his full potential, perhaps even better than Kyle Shanahan did. McCarthy's experience with QBs like Aaron Rodgers, who he helped mold into one of the NFL's all-time greats, speaks volumes about his ability to nurture raw talent. While Shanahan is undeniably one of the league's brightest offensive minds, his system can be rigid and heavily reliant on precision and timing. For a young quarterback like Lance, who is still developing those aspects of his game, this system may not have been the best fit. McCarthy, on the other hand, has shown a willingness to adapt his offense to the strengths of his quarterbacks, which could be crucial for Lance's growth. McCarthy's offensive philosophy is more flexible, allowing him to tailor the playbook to the strengths and weaknesses of his quarterbacks. With Lance, McCarthy can design an offense that emphasizes his mobility, arm strength, and ability to make plays outside the pocket. Unlike Shanahan's more structured approach, McCarthy could allow Lance to improvise more, giving him the freedom to use his athleticism to extend plays and create opportunities downfield. This adaptability could help Lance feel more comfortable and confident on the field, leading to better decision-making and fewer mistakes. McCarthy's experience in working with a range of quarterback styles means he's likely to craft a more personalized development plan for Lance, one that could accelerate his learning curve. One area where McCarthy could particularly shine is in designing specific packages that showcase Lance's unique abilities without undermining Dak Prescott's role as the starting quarterback. Just as John Harbaugh used Lamar Jackson in creative ways during his rookie season while Joe Flacco was still the starter, McCarthy could introduce similar packages for Lance. These plays could involve Lance in short yardage or red zone situations where his athleticism and dual threat capability could be maximized. By integrating Lance into the offense in this manner, McCarthy could gradually expose him to game situations, allowing Lance to build confidence and gain valuable experience without the pressure of being the full-time starter. Moreover, McCarthy's willingness to experiment with unconventional plays could give Lance opportunities to make an impact early on. For instance, McCarthy could use Lance in designed quarterback runs, option plays, or even trick plays where Lance's athleticism could catch defenses off guard. This approach would not only keep defenses on their toes but also allow McCarthy to evaluate Lance's progress in live-game situations. Over time, as Lance becomes more comfortable, McCarthy could expand his role, similar to how Harbaugh gradually increased Jackson's involvement in the Ravens' offense before eventually handing him the starting job. This incremental approach could be crucial for Lance, who needs time to adjust to the speed and complexity of the NFL. In the end, McCarthy's approach to developing Lance could be more holistic and tailored to his strengths compared to Shanahan's. By creating an environment where Lance can grow at his own pace, while still contributing to the team, McCarthy could help unlock the potential that made Lance such a highly regarded prospect in the first place. The flexibility and creativity McCarthy brings to his offensive schemes could be exactly what Lance needs to flourish in the NFL. As Lance continues to develop under McCarthy's guidance, the Cowboys could have a dynamic weapon at their disposal, ready to take over whenever the time comes. People call me crazy, but I saw improvement in Trey Lance despite the 5 interceptions. He's becoming more decisive and quicker in his reads, which is a promising sign for his development. Of course, his ability to read and react to defenses still needs some work, but that's expected for a young quarterback with limited experience. With Mike McCarthy's guidance, I truly believe Lance can become an elite QB. And if Dak Prescott decides to move on to a different team, Lance might just be the best and most cost-effective option for the Cowboys at $20 to $25 million per year. So, keep an eye on Trey Lance's journey. Under McCarthy, he has all the tools and support to reach his full potential. Thanks for tuning into today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things Cowboys. And if you want to support the channel, check out the Blue Star Ghostbusters store for some awesome Cowboys merchandise, or consider donating via PayPal or Cash App. Until next time, let's keep that Cowboys spirit alive. Here's hoping for a victory Monday in Week 1, Cowboys Nation. Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update from the Blue Star Report. If you want to support the channel, check out the Blue Star Ghostbusters store on Redbubble, the official store of the Blue Star Report. We've got awesome Cowboys-themed merchandise, from shirts and hats to stickers and more. Every purchase helps keep the content coming. If you'd like to contribute directly, you can support us via PayPal or Cash App. Links are in the description below as well. In the next video, keep repping that star, Cowboys Nation. And remember,
Go Cowboys!